Senyores, senyors, molt bon dia, benvinguts a aquest acte organitzat per la Fundació Privada d'Empresaris FEMCAT amb la col·laboració del Banc Sabadell. Com saben, el tema que avui els hi plantegem és el món del demà, la indústria i la innovació.
La necesidad de una igualdad real y radical de género, la necesidad de construir una sociedad multiétnica y multicultural. La tasa de migración del País Vasco es mucho más baja que Cataluña, 4,5%, pero necesitamos imperativamente importar capacidades, por lo tanto vamos a tener que enfrentarnos con este reto social. La necesidad de conseguir un trilingüismo real, como ya tiene conseguido Finlandia, que enseña en inglés, en sueco y en finés, y luego dar respuesta a un desafío que tenemos sobre la mesa, que es el envejecimiento. Entonces, este nuevo modelo, desde mi perspectiva, debería articular en un único marco lo público y lo privado y el espacio cada vez más importante. Tercer tema, importantísimo, un modelo educativo avanzado que impulse nuevos modelos de formación, no solamente en los jóvenes, sino a lo largo de toda la vida. Atraer talento, generar talento, sembrar talento. Poor countries, competing prices. Make things cheaper. Ese es nuestro pasado. Intermediate countries competing quality. Make things better. Ese es nuestro presente. Y richer countries competing innovation. Tenemos que conseguir transformar Euskadi y Cataluña para competir en esta clave de hacer cosas diferentes. ¿Pero qué es innovar? En innovación. Innovar es transformar tu empresa para crear más valor añadido, como he dicho antes, de forma creciente. Que toda empresa puede innovar si quiere. Pues bien, en España no se está haciendo eso. Solamente se pueden considerar innovadoras el 23%. Por lo tanto, ¿para qué sirve la innovación? La innovación sirve para transformar un país y para que todos y todas vivamos mejor. Y para eso debería ser. Y finalmente, cambiar de ritmo, cambiar de ideas y cambiar a las personas. ¿Y esto qué exige? Potenciar fuertemente el sistema educativo e impulsar la formación para generar muchísimo más conocimiento, para saberlo aplicar y transferir, para atraer y retener talento, para cuidar al que tenemos y para que sembrar para que germine.
7+1 rules. And this +1 has already mentioned, but before that I will go through all these seven experiences. First, take the worst case scenario as a basis for it. Rule number 2, crisis is a great opportunity. Like Americans say, crisis is a terrible opportunity to be wasted. And if you want to make reforms, crisis is excellent time to make radical Thirdly, reforms. You need strategy. Strategic approach is crucial when struggling against crisis, both in private sector and public sector. Fourth rule, don't eat seed potatoes. Don't eat seed potatoes. Because the main risk is that when times are difficult, you start eating seed potatoes, you start eating resources which are necessary for the future. Fifth rule, if and when you have to give subsidies and support for financial sector, use it to make structural changes and improvements in productivity. I think that was a very important lesson in Finland. Our financial sector was rather poorly performing before crisis, and now it is one of the best in the world. Sixth rule, utilize increased mobility. Because when crisis hits, mobility increases. People are ready to move from a sector to another. They are ready to be re-educated. Create opportunities for people to find new opportunities. Seventh rule, be patient. Don't expect that everything is going to be improved immediately. Don't think next elections. And I think in companies as well, don't think next year's annual meeting, but you have to have long-term perspective for the company to recover as well. And shareholders have to understand that you need. I hope that this crisis is like a Sputnik, so that it is assisting us to understand that we have to do knowledge new investment driver of growth everywhere in the world. And Europe is not as good as we should be. We have a lot of work to be done to improve our knowledge creation. Human mind is the slowest factor. Technological changes are easy to be done, but human mind is very slow to take into the use those technological tools. And the real revolution starts always when this new technology is applied to others. And that is something we have to understand. Technology is only a tool. If we invest in technologies without making reforms in our organization of work and the organization of structures, R&D is using money or transferring money to knowledge. And it is rather simple. But innovation is transforming knowledge to money, or well-being, or something else useful in the society. And that is much more risk-taking, innovative capacity. Risk-takers are needed because innovation is always a risk. If you want to change the world, you cannot say that everything is going to be preserved as it is. Like we are very pleased to do so in Europe, because we believe that if everything is preserved as it is, people are going to have good opportunities for security and good life. But the fact is that it is today just the opposite. I think we have limited time, less than a decade. If we are not able to make radical changes before that, we will not have any possibility to recover or to challenge North America and especially India and China again.